El Dorado is one of DC's more unusual and culturally significant heroes, not because of a long-running comic book legacy, but because of his unique origins outside the traditional DC Comics publishing line. He was created specifically for the 1981 season of the Super Friends animated series, produced by Hanna-Barbera in collaboration with DC Comics, and remains a rare example of a superhero debuting on television before being adapted into comic book continuity. First appearing in Super Friends Season 6, El Dorado was introduced as part of a conscious effort to diversify the team, with heroes representing different parts of the world. His creation came during a period when television was slowly beginning to reflect greater cultural inclusivity. As a Mexican superhero, El Dorado became one of the first major Hispanic characters in the DC pantheon, serving as a positive role model for Latino audiences at a time when representation was scarce. The Super Friends version of El Dorado possessed a blend of powers that were never fully explained in detail, lending him an aura of mystery. He demonstrated abilities such as teleportation, telepathy, creating illusions, speaking multiple languages, and exceptional physical prowess. His mystical nature was often linked to ancient Aztec heritage, with some episodes hinting at magical artifacts or ancestral connections as the source of his powers. This ambiguous origin allowed the writers flexibility in his adventures, while also tying him to the rich history and mythology of Mesoamerica. Visually, El Dorado was distinctive, wearing a red and yellow costume with a flowing cape and a golden sun emblem, evoking both traditional heroic imagery and cultural motifs. His real name was never revealed in the original cartoon, adding to his enigmatic persona. Unlike many heroes who had defined alter egos, El Dorado's character was written as a mysterious wanderer who would appear when needed, often offering wisdom as well as muscle in battles against villains. Though beloved by fans of the Super Friends, El Dorado did not immediately make the leap into mainstream DC Comics after the show's run. For decades, he remained largely a nostalgic figure, occasionally referenced in animation history discussions as one of the few minority heroes created for a major Saturday morning superhero show. It wasn't until years later that DC began integrating El Dorado into its comic book universe. In modern comics, he has been reimagined as Eduardo Dorado, a young hero from Mexico City. His powers in print lean more toward teleportation and illusion casting, with updated origins that sometimes reference alien technology or metahuman genetics, rather than pure mysticism. This reinvention allowed him to be placed alongside younger heroes like the Teen Titans, introducing him to new generations of readers while honoring his roots. El Dorado's legacy is significant in that he represents a bridge between the world of animated superhero storytelling and comic book continuity. He stands as a reminder of how popular media outside of comics has often served as a testing ground for diverse characters who might otherwise have struggled to find space in the print market of their era. His mysterious nature, combined with his cultural significance, has kept him alive in fan discussions for over 4 decades. While he has never been a headlining character, El Dorado's impact is lasting, proof that even heroes with relatively few appearances can inspire and resonate, especially when they break barriers of representation. Today, he exists as both a nostalgic symbol of the Super Friends era and a potential figure for future development within DC's expanding multiverse.